AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Here's Manziel. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Second down in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Manziel.
39-yard line.
Throw right side, caught by Davis.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Manziel. Complete to Bryant. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
A gain of 16.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
Oh, Barber loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A give to Peterson. Out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. And he is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin with a run by Davis. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
At the 44-yard
credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game, but you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So out come the Bucs now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This complete to David Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And on the grandest of stages with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Nifty move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Allen. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up once again to Jeffrey. And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
There's a screen to Powell. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs.
They'll try the middle with Peterson. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. And touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work out, or maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swann, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
37-yard line.
Throw right side, it's pulled in by Bryant. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
To the sideline.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brings up
2nd down and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Davis will try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Inside the 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bills 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Number 81. No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Allen. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are back within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bills 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the hands, boy. All that drink you got.
Up the middle to Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now Manziel. This caught out left by Bell. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Manziel. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's Manziel. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A gain of 7. And the Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills offense and Josh Allen heading back out again. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in his first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen again. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Allen. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Bills 21.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now is Allen. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Allen. Here's a screen to Powell. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. On his loop for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's complete to Brown over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
2nd and 9. Again, Peterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. 3rd down and 13. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review. So,
oh, and Lewis lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Luke now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen able to fight through 1 tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And the Bills, first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson.
Complete.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down. Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 50-yard
and his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
at the 25-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go again with Davis. Oh, good. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for two here. Manziel going to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and the deficit stays right where it is. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
At the 48-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Another Bills first down.
Another toe for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more but I think even more so is offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Manziel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. David Bell, 83 yards. And the Bucs have cut the lead back down to 2. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. The goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers.
Allen going to throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen again. He's got the hook up once again to Jeffrey. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you from.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Intended for number 21. Incomplete.
Now Manziel. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back for the fourth quarter here at Super Bowl 64. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we are back for the fourth quarter here at Super Bowl 64. Complete to Bryant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll set up the screen with Davis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Manziel. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bills.
They run over center with Peterson. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Allen.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we're at the time of this